Nick Kyrgios, a tennis player that many consider to be the most talented ever.
Found the pass.
Known for his powerful serves and his iconic behavior on court, a player who has redefined what it means to be a tennis sensation. In his highs, he's one of the most brilliant athletes on the court. In his lows, he's been branded as a wasted talent. But how did this all happen? Born on April 27, 1995, in Canberra, Australia, Nick grew up in a multicultural family. His father was a Greek house painter, and his mother was born into Malaysian royalty. This diverse background later contributed to his unique character and made him the player that we know him today. From a young age, it was clear that Nick had a natural gift for sports. At first, Krgios was actually more interested in basketball than tennis. In fact, he often said that basketball was his first love. However, by the time he was 14, it became obvious that tennis was his true potential. He made the tough decision to focus solely on tennis, a decision that would propel him into the global spotlight just a few years later. When he was in his early teens, Nick was training at the Australian Institute of Sport, quickly making waves in the junior circuit. His coaches immediately recognized that Krgios had a rare combination of raw power, agility, and a natural feel for the game. But it wasn't just his athleticism that set him apart, it was his confidence and unorthodox playing style. While most junior players adhered to the traditional playbook, Nick was willing to take risks, hit outrageous shots, and play the game his own way. In 2013, at the age of 18, Krgios made a significant breakthrough in his junior career when he won the Australian Open junior title. This victory marked him as a rising star in the tennis world. That same year, he finished as the world #1 in the junior rankings, an incredible achievement that would pave the way for his entry into the professional tennis circuit. But Nick didn't just dip his toes into the professional game, he exploded onto the scene. In 2014, at the age of 19, Nick stunned the world by defeating then world #1 Rafael Nadal in the major to defeat a reigning world #1 at Wimbledon since 1989, and suddenly everyone was talking about Nick Kyrgios. That match against Nadal put him on the map, and it wasn't just because of the result. The way Krgios played was unlike anything people had seen in tennis for years. His booming serves, some of them reaching over 140 miles per hour, coupled with outrageous trick shots like tweeners and no-look volleys, turned the match into a spectacle. Fans were mesmerized, and the media was quick to dub him as the next big thing in tennis.
Describe that feeling. You hit the winning shot, you turn to your family, your dad, your sister.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, there's just so many emotions. I didn't really know what to do, drop to the ground, turn my racket, or I turned to everyone that's been supporting me over the last, my whole life really, everyone that's, sacrificed so much to get me where I am now.
Your mum said before going into this match that she's super proud of what you've done already. What do you think she's thinking back home?
Yeah, I saw in an interview that she thought, he was too good. And that actually made me a bit angry the night before I saw that. So I don't know what she's thinking. She can think whatever she wants, I'm just going to go out there, do everything I can, professionally now to recover and get ready for my next one.
Following his Wimbledon breakthrough, Krgios continued to climb the ATP rankings. Throughout his career, he has claimed several ATP titles, and in 2016, he reached his career high ranking of world #13. His talent was undeniable, and his matches against tennis legends like Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, and Rafael Nadal have often been nothing short of thrilling. He developed a reputation for being one of the few players capable of going toe-to-toe with the sport's greatest, beating them on more than one occasion. Despite these accomplishments, Krgios' journey has been filled with controversy and inconsistency.
I was trying to drink and it slipped out of my head. I was trying to drink and it slipped out of my head.
His on-court behavior frequently made headlines, often for the wrong reasons. He's been fined and suspended multiple times for outbursts, tanking matches, and engaging in verbal altercations with umpires, opponents, and even fans. Critics were quick to label him a wasted talent, arguing that Krgios lacked the discipline and focus required to fulfill his potential. But what makes Nick Kyrgios so polarizing isn't just his outbursts, it's his unpredictability. You never know which version of Krgios is going to show up. Some days he can be unbeatable, taking down top-ranked players with ease. Other days he can appear disinterested, seemingly throwing away matches. This inconsistency has frustrated many fans and analysts, leading to constant debates about whether Krgios is squandering his talent. But if we take a deeper dive into Nick's life as a professional tennis player, we can notice that Nick's been suffering with mental health throughout his career. This is probably one of the reasons why he's been very inconsistent over the years. Here's what he said in an interview while talking about his mental health.
I was drinking every night, just
At the time, I thought it was just fun, but it wasn't fun. It was just self-inflicted pain, and had friends around me telling me it wasn't healthy, and I ignored them. And then I found myself going to a psychiatric ward in London, and I had to play Nadal the next day. There was a tournament in Mexico, Acapulco, where I was I was having suicidal thoughts, and I was just on the balcony of my hotel, and I was genuinely thinking about it. And my team was like, "All right, we got to play in 10 minutes." Ended up going out on court, played amazing, won the tournament, and everyone globally was thinking, "Wow, is this the person that we've all been waiting for?" When I was really on the brink of everything.
Despite all the controversies and personal struggles, Kyrgios' talent remains undeniable. In 2022, he reached a significant milestone in his career when he made it to the Wimbledon final, his first ever Grand Slam final appearance. While he ultimately fell short to Novak Djokovic, the fact that Kyrgios had finally made it to a Grand Slam final reignited conversations about his potential. Could this be the turning point for Kyrgios? Was he finally ready to fulfill the promise he showed back in 2014? His performance at Wimbledon reminded everyone that when Krgios is focused, he can compete with the best. His serve, one of the most powerful in the game, and his ability to hit winners from virtually any position on the court make him a formidable opponent. But his journey to the final wasn't just about his skill, it was about resilience. After years of being written off by critics, Krgios proved that he still had what it takes to compete at the highest level. As of today, Nick has been absent from competitive tennis for nearly 500 days due to persistent knee and wrist injuries. Kyrgios' last match was on June 13, 2023, when he suffered a straight sets defeat to China's Yibing Wu at the Stuttgart Open. That match marked his only appearance in 2023, having already withdrawn from the Australian Open earlier in the year. Speculation has been mounting regarding whether the enigmatic player would ever return to the tour.
Are you really going to throw the towel in anytime soon? I mean, are we not in an era where Cristiano Ronaldo and these guys, they show you can go until 40? I mean, could you not be doing this in 5-6 years, maybe longer? At
the moment, I'm dealing with some health issues, so just trying to get back healthy. I definitely don't see myself, going anywhere in the near future. But I want to get back on the tour and have 1 to 2 more really, really good years, and I think that's possible. And then after, if there's some more leagues, that are offering some nice money, then yeah, I'll definitely look on extending my career.
What do you think? Will Nick make a comeback and fulfill his potential? Maybe even win a Grand Slam? Let us know in the comments and subscribe.